quick walk through the new and unified tax ID portal by the Federal Government of Nigeria. As you are well aware that as from January 2026, every Nigerian citizen must have a tax ID. Must have what? A tax ID to be able to do what? To pay their tax. Now, what is a tax identification number? Tax ID. A tax identification number is a unique number jointly issued by the Nigerian Revenue Service (NRS) and the JRB Joint Revenue Board in accordance with Nigerian tax laws for the purpose of identifying individuals and entities for tax administration, compliance, and enforcement. Now, let's cut it short, please. Now, who is required to have a tax ID? A tax ID is mandatory for accessing many public and private services. In a nutshell, every individual earning income in Nigeria will be taxable. Companies that are registered with CAC will be taxable, and non-residents with tax obligations or economic presence in Nigeria. Now, to now get your tax ID, you need to identify what type of tax ID you'll be needing for yourself. Unlike the ones that so many people have been generating, the JTB tax, yes, it will still be valid. But the one that will be useful, the JTB tax, that is the Joint Tax Board, is still useful. But the ones that will be necessary for payment of the tax come January 2026 is what I want to explain to you how you can get it by yourself. Now, firstly, you come to the website and you check the description below. You see the taxid.firs.gov.ng. Is it here? taxid.firs.gov.ng. I'll drop the link on the description below. Now, after this, you now come to the tab that we have here. We have the individual, the corporate, and others. I'll explain one after the other. Please pay attention. Now, let's start with the individual. The individual simply means yourself and myself. Our individual person, not businesses, not corporate bodies and the like. Now, to get your individual tax ID, what you simply need is your national identification number, NIN. If you don't have your national identification number, you can retrieve it by dialing the code *346# on your mobile phone. Now remember, this code must be dialed on the line that you used to register for your NIN when you were registering. You dial *346#, then to bring out your national identification number, which you can now enter into this place here. You enter it here and you will be able to retrieve your tax identification number. I'll show you the step to retrieve it. Now, alternatively, you can also make use of your NIN Auth share code. Your NIN Auth share code. Now, how do you retrieve your NIN Auth share code? This can be gotten from your NIN profile. If you have the NIN application on your phone, you can get the shared code from this profile. You enter it in this place to also retrieve your tax identification number. Now, if you are not an individual, you can also retrieve tax through as corporate body. Meaning if you click on it, meaning if you have a business that has been registered, either a business name, a company, incorporated trustee, limited partnership, limited liability, etc. You can also retrieve your tax ID from this portal that easily without even consulting anyone. You can do it yourself. Now, the third party is the others, which are the ministry, department, agencies, or non-residence entity. These are the three categories of people, businesses, entities that are required to obtain their tax ID from this portal without paying a dime to anybody, free of charge. Now, let's start with the individual. Now, to obtain your individual tax, just simply click on the NIN. Then you enter your NIN in this box here. Enter your NIN. Now, once you have entered your NIN, that's your 11-digit NIN, you simply click on the Retrieve Tax ID here. Then to bring out a dialog box asking to enter your name, your surname, and other details. Now let's go on and do that together, please. Now you can see it now. It's asking us, I've entered my NIN and I've clicked on retrieve tax ID. It's now asking us to enter our first name. You enter your first name, your last name, which is also your son name, and enter your date of birth. Then you check this box here and you click submit. Immediately you click on submit, it should download your tax identification number, individual tax identification number. Now let me fill the boxes and show you. Now as you can see, I've entered my first name, my last name, and my date of birth, and I've clicked submit. Now it has shown me my tax ID. You can see your NIN has been successfully verified and matches the tax ID in our system. Your tax ID is this. Now you can now copy it. I can click on this copy here to copy it, or I can write it down. You can just simply print it out and keep it somewhere safe. Now, if your NIN, your date of birth is not correct, it will not be able to retrieve your tax ID for you. So your date of birth must correlate with what you have on your NIN when you registered. That is how you can easily get your new tax ID, which will be useful come 2026. Your new tax ID, not the old ones you have been generating. The new tax ID should be useful come January 2026. Now let's go to how we can retrieve it for corporate bodies, businesses. Now for corporate bodies, it's just a very straightforward process. You just have to click on organization type. Let's say business name. For business name, you enter your business ID here without the RN or BN. Just enter your business ID. Now I've entered the business ID for business name. You don't have to enter the RC or the BN before. You just enter the numbers and you click on retrieve tax ID, and to bring out your business name and your tax identification number. Likewise, if you are doing the same thing for your company, you select company here and you enter your RC number without the RC and click on retrieve tax ID. Immediately you click on retrieve tax ID, it will bring out your new tax identification number. So now you can see it now. It is now showing your tax ID here. You can also click on copy, you write it down, or you print it out. Your RC number has been successfully verified and matches the tax ID in our system. It's the same procedure you use for company, incorporated trustees, and others. So whichever ID you want to verify, either you're an individual, for your business, for your church, for your association, etc., just simply come to this portal, select the right tab, either individual, corporate, or others, enter the right values and click on submit or retrieve. It will bring it out right away. It is free of charge. You can only experience issues when you are having network downtime on your part. But for now, the site is very wonderful and it's going easily with no stress. And this is a new unified tax ID that everyone will require to have come January 2026. Come January 2026. Thank you very much. Do watch, subscribe, and share to your friends and family. Bye bye.